Well, good Wednesday morning, everyone. It's good to be in touch with you again. I was going to say see you, but you get it. This is kind of a virtual reality that we are all in. I trust that you are keeping yourself safe and finding a way to maintain some connections, even though you are at a distance from others and masked and all that. Uh, I thought I would talk about a couple things this morning, one being the day of prayer. We are moving into our annual stewardship campaign. It is as a result of this campaign that we take a look at our budgeting of ministries and resources for next year for 2021. And it's a new reality. We have gone through almost an entire year. That boggles my mind. Almost an entire year where we have been in this alternate reality, where we have not been meeting together for coffee hour and attending services together, where we can chat and communicate just naturally. So we have tried the best we can to put it in our awareness to keep communicating with you, because we don't just automatically every Sunday get together until phase one of reopening that we are in now. And now some people can at least meet here, but we still have no coffee hour. It's on our radar. That will come down the road. We're not there yet. But I guess what I want to say is the stewardship campaign, this Saturday we have a day of prayer. And it is a virtual day of prayer. You, in this e-blast, you see a link for either 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or 2 o'clock. You may choose which of those is most convenient for you to click on the Zoom link and enter into the Zoom conversation. What's going to happen there's also a link for a video that Margie Miller put together on this day of prayer. Really top-notch, as all her stuff is. And I hope you take some time between now, Wednesday, and Saturday, the day of prayer, to watch the video and take some time with it. Don't do it in the middle of rushing here and rushing there, but that you would take time to watch it, and maybe God will speak to you something through that video. When we get together for the Zoom on Saturday at either 9, 11, or 2, I will facilitate a discussion. I'll have a few questions to kind of get our mind thinking about what is in the video and maybe broadening it out a little bit. You may come Saturday to the Zoom and say, boy, I've got a couple questions, or you may have some comments or something you want to discuss that came up as a result of you watching that video. So feel free for that. You don't need to register in advance for those Zoom videos. You can just click on the link and enter in once we hit 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock or 2 o'clock that you so choose. I will be there. One other member of the stewardship committee will be there, and hopefully there'll be a few other folks as well, or many folks as well, joining in for a day of prayer. What a great opportunity to gather together for prayer. Virtually, not my top choice, but it's a good second choice option, and I think it would be a blessing to become a part of that. The only other thing I thought I would mention is the reopening committee got together and we talked about phase 2. Now, I hope I'm not jumping the gun too much here, but we are making plans at the end of November for Sunday, November 29th, which is the first Sunday of Advent, to move into phase 2 of reopening. Now, here's what it's looking like it's going to be. You notice I'm hedging my bet just a little bit, but I'm pretty sure this is lockdown and this is what we're going to be doing. We will move from Group A and Group B that we have been doing since the beginning of October into 8 o'clock service and 10 o'clock service. 8 o'clock right 1, 10 o'clock right 2. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? If you jog your distant memory back to February, you may have remembered experiencing that. So we are looking at moving to every Sunday, having a right 1 and a right 2, an 8 o'clock and a 10 o'clock service. We are going to do everything for protocol and safety the way we have been doing it. So as you've seen that, it's the same flow. You don't need to pre-register for the service. We're not going to do that. You can just show up on November 29th for either the 8 o'clock or the 10 o'clock service. Please show up at least 20 minutes in advance so that we can do our usual protocol, checking your temperature, asking the questions, signing in the register, and getting those details taken care of. We are not, as I said earlier, doing the coffee hour, but we are opening up to small groups of 20 or less in our facility. We have an AA group that used to meet here. They will be returning here on Sunday evenings, meeting in, most likely the library, depending on how big the group is, how we need to spread them out. So they will be meeting, they know the protocols, they know the cleaning afterwards. We're going to do everything to keep everybody safe. And but it is good because we're at least starting to open things up a bit more. And once we move into the Christmas season, we've kind of got some thoughts about some things we might continue to move forward at that point. Again, as always, if you have any questions or any comments, please reach out to us. We're probably going to put together another survey. The last one was way back early in this viral stuff. So we're looking at probably putting out another survey and checking in and seeing how are you doing and what's going on and what are your thoughts. So we'll probably be looking at that as well. May God's blessings be with you the rest of this day and the rest of this week.